everyone, it's Penelope Parker, and today I'm coming to you to discuss with you my journey becoming vegan. Now, I've only been vegan for about a month and a half, and I just wanted to talk about how easy it is to transition, my experiences with it, and what I like, what I don't like, and whether I think you should go vegan yourself. So definitely stay tuned to this video. I'm not at all going to be badgering anybody or trying to convince them to do something, but if you want to see life from a different perspective, see what it's like to go vegan, but not necessarily you're sure if you want to try it yourself, watch this video. I'll give you a little bit of insight. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, my name is Penny. I am an actress living in Vancouver, and my channel is just kind of a whole mess of me. I offer relationship advice, cooking videos now, story times, all sorts of things. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to hang out with me again, definitely click on that subscribe button. So now, without further ado, let's get into the video. I want to give you guys a little bit of history about me and my upbringing. A lot of people go vegan after being vegetarian their whole lives, and I just wanted to tell you where I differ in that case and how my history has made this experience a lot harder. I come from a Greek family, and if you've been to a Greek restaurant, listen, there is not one dish that doesn't have cheese or meat in it, so that's how I was raised. I was raised eating meat as every meal. I snack on meat, okay? I'm all about the jerky and just, keeping random meat in the fridge so I can, fuel up. Up until like 2 months ago, I could not eat a cookie without a glass of milk. You might be wondering, why would somebody like you decide to go vegan? And it was a long process. I'm a huge animal lover, but personally, I had no connection to the food I ate and the animals that sacrificed their lives for it. I didn't go vegan because of the animals. Personally, it's hard for me to identify food with animals, so I don't expect other people to completely change their lives and their eating habits for that reason alone. But I was feeling really terrible. Obviously, I'm going to try not to get emotional with this, but I was feeling awful, tired, sick, constantly. And every time I went to the doctor to see what was wrong with me, there was always nothing. I come from a very, very healthy family, knock on wood. Obviously, with a history like that, doctors don't really get into any extensive testing, and they just go like, you know what, you're a baby, suck it up, it's anxiety, it's this, it's that. And I'd heard a lot that certain foods that you eat can cause anxiety, can cause depression, and I'm not saying that that's true, but I did hear things like this, and after I watched the documentary What the Health and saw the effects that meat and animal products can have on your body, it made me think, you know what, why not? Why not try? Like, I'm not so strong-headed that I can't just entertain something. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna go off of meat and dairy for like a month, see how I feel, and we'll go from there. Obviously, I have a meat eater boyfriend. I feel like a big reason why we bonded was because we both eat a lot of meat, and I don't know, yeah, we can eat ribs together, chicken wings, we get along. Naturally, when I told my boyfriend I was gonna try going vegan, he made fun of me. And mostly because he did not think I could do it, because I literally eat more meat than him. He actually enjoys eating tofu and things like that, and I am just like, no thank you. He totally made fun of me, and he still makes fun of me, because it's probably the weirdest thing to him. Yeah, no one thought I could do it, but I was so driven, and I was just sick of feeling awful. When I cut out meat, things changed. And I know I'm jumping into another topic now. What happened when I stopped eating meat and dairy? A lot happened. I will tell you that I also cut out sugar and alcohol in a couple of weeks before I decided to cut out meat as well. It was kind of a challenge me and my boyfriend were doing. We're like, let's cut out sugar and alcohol for a month, see how things go, and see how much better we feel. My boyfriend and I are all about trying new things and seeing how much self-control we have, so we love to challenge ourselves with things like this. And we cut out the sugar and alcohol and felt super good, and then I said, you know what, I'm gonna cut out meat and dairy because I think that they are making me feel ill, because it seemed every time I ate a meal with meat, mostly meat, I feel really, really tired afterwards, and I understand that that's because it's really hard to digest meat, and your body is just kind of like, okay, let's get through this. Okay, we need a nap. So I cut out meat, and I started to feel a lot more energetic. I started to feel happier. I don't want to peg all of these amazing, amazing results on just cutting out meat and dairy, but I think that it must have had something to do with it because I had been off of sugar and alcohol for a while and I was already feeling good, but this just kind of elevated things. It brought things to a whole new level. I all of a sudden was like super into sports and wanted to like play tennis and badminton and basketball, and I am not that type of girl. I'm so lethargic all the time and just tired and just can't do it, okay? And all of a sudden I had this new surge of energy, and I really do think it had something to do with that. Also, I noticed some great improvements in my skin. Now, again, my skin is not perfect. I've dealt with skin issues for a very long time, but in the time that I was devout vegan, my skin was the best that it had ever been. I had people, my family, saying like, what happened? Like, your skin looks incredible. I will 100% give that credit to cutting out meat and dairy. Those are sort of things that I liked about cutting out meat and dairy. It had so much energy. My brain didn't feel as foggy. I was excited. I was happy. My depression was just almost obliterated. But it did feel nice to know that I had control over what was going in my body, and I wasn't a slave to those things that I thought I needed in my life, like steak and lamb and feta damn cheese. So feta cheese and me were like this, and now we're just kind of like, I see you over there. I still respect you. I see you over there. So all of those things are things that I liked about going vegan, but what do I not like about going vegan? We'll do the really obvious things first, and that's not knowing where the hell you're gonna go eat. I had a lot of difficulty finding new restaurants and, tweaking recipes, things that I was just so used to eating. I obviously couldn't eat anymore. But on the positive side of that, I did find a bunch of really, really cool vegan restaurants that the environment was just uncomparable to other places. Telling these people that you're new vegans, they were like super happy. One lady started getting teary-eyed because the first time I went in there, I was like a devout meat lover and was like totally just, yeah, I'm not having this. She got all teary-eyed. So with the whole aspect of not being able to find a place to eat, there's also the flip side where, you discover a bunch of really, really cool restaurants and new experiences, and that con is just all of a sudden a pro. But one thing that is a con that I just can't get over is other vegans. Some vegans are super, super supportive and lovely, but there are those vegans who are just there to break you down and make you feel like a failure. Like I said before, I was a huge meat eater. Meat was my life. So me cutting out dairy and meat cold turkey, it's just not gonna happen. There are a few times in this month and a half that I ate meat. I'm not gonna lie about that. I did eat meat. I mean, it was a ridiculously small amount next to what I would usually eat. On my birthday, I had a few pieces of salmon sashimi because it's my birthday. And there were a couple of occasions where I was a guest to a dinner party and I had some meat at those. Obviously, very small amounts, but I didn't want to be rude in this new environment. But on that topic, there are some vegans that are looking to pick apart your journey and pin you down as being a failure right from the get-go. And I think that is so counterproductive to your cause. I think that if somebody who eats meat is willing to completely change their everyday life to entertain your way of life, that is a beautiful thing, and all you can do is nurture them to keep making those choices. In my journey of discovering new vegan recipes to replace my old meat eater ones, I discovered things that I actually liked better than the actual meat meal, if that makes sense. I made cauliflower hot wings, and I like those better than actual hot wings. I made vegan French toast, and I like that so much more than real French toast. So if you can get a meat eater to try these vegan alternatives and they like them, they're cutting out, just a tiny bit of meat, but it's something. So you should celebrate that. Make them feel proud of the changes they've made. I get so worked up about this because I hate it when people try to tear you down when you're trying something different. That whole passive aggressive kind of acting as if you're a failure attitude, I think it's just gonna push more people away from being vegan. I've had people say I wasn't a vegan because I own leather or because I still had animal products in my home. And honestly, I think that is not the way to make people change. If you are really, really passionate about being vegan, about veganism, all you can do is introduce meat eaters to those things and say, yeah, I totally get your way of life and I respect you, but try this out. It tastes really, really good. And if they like it, they may replace it with what they're eating before, and they may feel better, and they may choose to make that choice on their own. But bullying people is just not cool. So I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. That is the absolute worst thing about being vegan, is that you're constantly under a microscope and you're being judged. And I really hope that will change in the future. Now, do I think that you yourself should go vegan? Obviously, my opinion, it doesn't really matter in your life, but if you are looking for my opinion, here it is. Yeah, I do. I actually really enjoy eating vegan. And I'm not saying that because I'm trying to, preach being vegan. I hate that whole stigma behind vegans. Of course we have to talk about being vegan. There's animals or animal products in everything. You need to have people aware so that they don't accidentally feed you something that you don't want to eat. Do I think you should go vegan? Yes. I think that you feel lighter, you feel better. When you do go to the doctor, they will notice huge improvements in the way your body is functioning. You do get healthier, and I know that because I went to the doctor before I was vegan and after, and there was a huge, huge change, which I wish I documented. I gave blood whilst being vegan and had the best hemoglobin level I've ever had, ever. I think that there are so many benefits to going vegan that I don't even think it should be about being vegan. It should just be about trying something that's good for you, trying something that'll make you healthier, that'll make you feel better. And I mean, who is opposed to not feeling better? I don't know anybody. So try it out if you want to do something different. Try it out so you can try some different restaurants. You can explore a totally new way of life, a new way of dining. It's a really cool experience. And for my afterthought, do I think that I will be vegan for the rest of my life? No. Do I want to be vegan for the rest of my life? I would love to be vegan for the rest of my life. I would love to say that I never ate another animal product again. But at this current time, I don't know if that's a possibility. I promise that every day I will make an active effort to be vegan. But there are situations that will come up. There are downfalls that I will experience where I will accidentally have meat, and I'm fine with admitting that. It's just honesty. I could sit here and say I'm a vegan for life, I'm never touching another animal product again, but listen, I am human and I am gonna make mistakes, but I think the main thing to take away from it is that I've made the effort and I'm trying actively, and I think that is something that we need to give me a round of applause for. Something that we need to give you a round of applause for if you've even tried to go vegan for a day or a week or a year and failed. I mean, it's not even a failure. If you've taken away even 50% of the meat or dairy that you used to eat before, that is a huge accomplishment, and you need to be rewarded for that. You need to be praised for being able to control what you're putting in your body and make those healthy choices for yourself. So that's my afterthought. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think. I'm totally open to people telling me I'm full of it or whatever you guys want to say. This is a topic that really inspires me. Definitely write below what you think. Are you a vegan? Are you somebody who wants to try being vegan? Are you somebody who's even willing to change a few of the meals that you eat every day into a vegan approved meal? Are you maybe just willing to entertain the idea of being vegan? Comment below. I would really like to talk to you guys about it. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do. We've got lots of great stuff coming, and I really, really enjoyed hanging out with you today. So please join me next time. I hope your day is filled with sun and brightness and loveliness, and I will see you guys in the next video.